So hi everyone, welcome to the Team Fit and Natural weekly team call. Today is February 24th, I believe. Yeah, February 24th. This is our first time at the new 8:30 time slot, so I hope that this winds up being a better time for more people. Tonight's call is going to be about me giving my exact scripts that I use and that other coaches have used that have been really successful for varying situations. And I will private message all of you the exact link to my doc, so you don't need to be scrambling with notes, just more kind of sit, look at the words. I'm going to show the exact document, listen to it so it kind of sinks in, and you decide what sounds like something you can use and what might not sound like it, what you might want to tweak, and we'll go from there. First, I just want to start off with a few announcements. I'm going to be reading off of my screen, so I'm just going to kind of navigate away for a second. I want to first start with congratulating the people that have earned Success Club in February so far. So Kara Weiner is leading with 11 points. Laura Schiller has 9 points. Christine Licata has 6 points. Bonnie Pantalep has 6 points, and I have 8 points. So congratulations to you all. That is really awesome. And I know I'm going to be seeing some more names on the board. We have a bunch of people on the way to Success Club. We have Maureen Buckley with 4 points, Renee Popolo with 4 points, Lindsay Medvin, 4 points, Katie Schomburg, 4 points, Christy Chekovaj, 3 points, Sandy Tisdale, 2, Raina Rizzi, 2, Melinda Eddy, 2, Noelle Donahue, 2, Alicia Torres, 2, Amy Cuccinella, 2, my husband with 1, and Jackie Craig with 1. So those are our Success Club points so far, and we still have time to hit Success Club for those of you working towards that. I hope to see your names up there. And then for our announcements, let's see, our March Coach Basics group is going to be starting on March 7th. So if you have not done Coach Basics, or if you want to do it again because you feel like you were doing your best during your Coach Basics month, then sign up for it again. Or if you have any coaches who are thinking of working the business or starting to work the business and they have not done it yet, get them into that Coach Basics group. Also, the AMP mentorship program will be starting on March 7th. And again, this is a pretty exclusive group. I know so far Bonnie wants to apply for sure and has already met the qualifications. So I know she'll be filling out the application, which is awesome. You have to be an Emerald Coach by the end of this month. You have to have completed Coach Basics, and you have to have hit Success Club this month. Maureen and Laura Schiller were our first 2 participants from our team in this really amazing training that I co-created with other Star Diamonds from Team Perseverance, and it's a phenomenal program. I'm going to partly pat myself on the back for that and pat all the other Star Diamonds on the back. It is a really, really awesome program. Thank you, Maureen. And it's a game changer, I think. So I hope as many of you as possible do get to do this program this year. So please keep in mind the qualifications and aim for that. Also, we will be having a Gap Week challenge group that's coaches only because we have a week off between challenge groups. It's the week of March 13th. So that's the week that I'm going to be away on the Beachbody cruise. I did think of moving up the groups, but I'll be away. Maureen has things going on for our big group as a captain that I rely on. So we're going to keep the Gap Week group. That's coaches only. No one's really going to be running it. It's just for accountability, but we will have that group. And it's always nice to see coaches that you don't always get to see who are not typically in your challenge group. So that's a fun way to just kind of bond with the team as well. And then something else that I'm going to briefly touch on right now is that we will be starting 7-day free, 7-day Shakeology groups starting March, Bonnie likes that, good, starting March 27th. So this is going to be a big deal for a lot of reasons. It's going to help all of us boost volume on our team. It's going to help people really learn to appreciate Shakeology, because if we lead with Shakeology is often the objection, right, when we're talking to people about challenge groups. If we lead with that and have people really appreciate the nutrition and the value and the product, then them grabbing a challenge pack after that and joining us for a challenge group, like just adding in, 3-day refresh if they don't want to exercise any of the programs. If they do, it's an easy way to kind of introduce them and help them continue. And if we always run this group at the end of the month, it should set you up with Success Club points early in the month for the following month. So it's a way to help you start off the month feeling good with some Success Club points under your belt, talking to people already who are very actively interested. They're high priority prospects. That's a great way to set you up for the month. Now, how this would work, and I'll go over this again as it gets closer, but how it will work is that you will have to purchase a box of the 24 packets of Shakeology, because you're going to be selling them, not giving them for free. You're not going to give people 7 days of Shakeology for free, okay? So you buy the box of packets, okay? And I also think it's nice to maybe have people commit to a flavor, or have at least 2 or 3 of one flavor, because so often when we give out a free sample, people screw up how they make it the first time, right? And then they're like, oh, now I don't like vanilla, because I had this really bad concoction the first time. And so then they just think they don't like Shakeology, or they think they don't like vanilla, but meanwhile they didn't get a chance to kind of find their recipe. So this gives them a chance to kind of commit to a flavor and finding a way to make it work. Each day of the group, I will have pretty little graphics and great information that will highlight each of the nutritional aspects of Shakeology. So again, to help them really understand the product, really understand the value in it. And there's not going to be anything else. There'll be like kind of a fun question each day for them to answer. They're not getting involved with Beachbody On Demand. They're not getting involved with doing exercise. It's Shakeology all week long. So what you would do is you can give them 7 packets for $30. So people can PayPal you $30. They can mail you a check. So you are not losing money on this, okay? You're getting the money back. Just to be clear, it's not like you're buying 2 things of Shakeology each month, from the goodness of your own heart. I don't want anyone losing money on this. But if it's $7 for 7 packets for $30, then you're getting the money back. People don't really mind putting down $30, right? It's a lot easier to do $30, really understand a product, really commit to it, before paying $140 for a much bigger thing. So this is going to be a way to introduce them to it. We can talk about this more later. I don't want it to be the topic of the call, but I did want to share that with you, because you will see it on the team calendar when it goes up later tonight, that's going to be the last week of March. And we'll see how this goes for doing it as the last week of the month, each month going forward. Any questions right now on that? Yes, you're on mute. I have everybody muted, so don't worry about the background noise. Okay, no questions? All right, so let's see. How does that work into Success Club points? Okay, so after people have experienced Shakeology and they are most likely going to have a good experience, right? Then they're likely to want to buy Shakeology. So obviously if they buy it on Home Direct, it's 1 point. But for the $140 challenge packs, they're basically getting an entire program for free, right? So you're most likely going to get 2 out of it. So if they had a good experience, it's going to be good. For most people, unless they are already super, super healthy eaters, 1 week of really committing to Shakeology, they're going to feel a difference. They will feel a difference. They'll feel more energy. They will feel the ease of it. enjoy the taste. They'll like that treat, that's healthy for them. For people who are super, super healthy eaters already, it can take 2 or 3 weeks before you really feel the effects. But for the average person, a week should do it, enough to really pique someone's interest. So does that answer the question? Okay, cool. All right, so I am going to move on over to my scripts document here. And I'm going to share my screen. And this may not be the most exciting of calls because I'm going to be reading through these things, but I want you to hear it and I want you to be able to use them. And everybody should have their own document of scripts. You can copy and paste from mine, obviously, once I send it to you after this. But every time that you send out a message that you feel like, oh, that was a good one, that really sounded like me, I feel like I said what I wanted to say clearly, you take that, you copy and paste it, and you save it into whatever you use. I use Google Drive, Google Docs for everything. Put it in a Word document, put it in the notes section on your phone, whatever, save it. Save every message that you think is good, because those will become your script. So you don't have to think through things. You just copy and paste. You personalize a little and then you copy and paste. This should be quick and efficient. So to start with building relationships, 4 tips before we get started. We don't want to message people and word vomit Beachbody all over them. We want to start real conversations, showing interest in them before ever bringing up Beachbody. So this is form. This is the forming part of what you learn in Coach Basics. If it comes up, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. They will start to notice you more in their news feed because of the relationship you've built and because Facebook shows posts that are relevant to you through people you chat with and posts they like. So start building. So remember that, when you take the time to reach out to people, it's helping everything that you do show up more in their feed. You're becoming more visible to them. Number 2, step out of your comfort zone. Message people you haven't talked to in 10 years or only talked to once 5 years ago. Don't assume that people don't want you to reach out to them. Not everyone feels comfortable reaching out for your help. So instead of feeling like, oh, I'm so nervous, they don't want to hear from me, switch your thinking around and think maybe they do not have the confidence, or maybe they don't feel comfortable reaching out to you. You may be doing them a favor, okay? They can ignore you if they want to ignore you. They can say no thank you. People, know how to speak up or ignore if they want to, but you may be making this easier on them. Use form, number 3, to build relationships. You may not get to chatting about health and fitness the first time you message them, and that is great. That's totally okay. If you don't get to it, write their name down on your follow-up list so you can invite them to a group in a week or so. After you like and comment on their posts a bit more, maybe chat more about your kids or your life or work, whatever's going on. And then number 4, always follow up with everyone who comments and likes on your posts. Those are people that are watching you. Those people are checking you out. They have an interest in your life. Write them down on a list if they're liking and commenting on your posts. The next part is starting the conversation. So here's an example of what you can say if you know the person. Go to their Facebook page first. Take notice of what they're posting about and what's going on in their life, and then message them with something simple and relevant, like, hey, how have you been these days? That's all you have to do. I mean, that right there starts a conversation, right? It's just asking how people are. Or, hey, I saw your post about your kids going to preschool in the fall. I can't believe they're getting so big. You say something about somebody's kid, of course they're going to write back, and say thank you, or, ask about something with you. If you kind of know the person or a new friend on Facebook, when you friend someone new, you should always introduce yourself right away and get to know the person. So if you have a new Facebook friend, shoot them a private message, be genuine, ask them about what they do, and take the time to build a relationship. So examples of conversation starters. Hey, I saw that we had mutual friends as well as similar interests with gluten-free cooking, so I thought I would send you a friend request. I love connecting with people who have similar interests as I do. So that's just very casual. People are not wondering who you are. You're, being upfront about who you are and just being a nice person. Or, hey, you keep popping up on my newsfeed. I can't believe how big your kids are getting. How are you these days? Again, totally innocuous and casual. Now, for new friends added via your like page, if you have a like page, for me, each day I friend 5 people who either like and comment on my posts on my like page or who become new fans on my page. So as I've explained on calls before, when I check my activity feed a few times a week to see who my latest new Facebook friends are, I send them this message. And this is specifically only for people who come in via my like page. Hi Danielle, I hope you had a great weekend. Just wanted to reach out and say hello, as I always love getting to know people I've connected with via my Fit and Natural Parenthood Facebook page. Notice that I copy and paste the URL to my like page here, because then in the bottom of the private message, it populates with my profile picture and my cover photo from that page, so it kind of lends credibility. Then they, remember, like, oh yeah, I remember that page. I've seen that before. It helps them connect with what I'm talking about. Also, please feel free to reach out if you would ever like to learn about the 30-day online support and accountability groups that I run each month for moms focused on health and fitness. We have a wonderful group of busy women, and I've helped thousands of women achieve their fitness-related goals now over the past 2.5 years. It's such an inspiring community, and the at-home workouts and simple and natural nutritional support have been life-changing for me as a super busy mom. My next group starts blah, blah, blah. Does that sound like something that would interest you? Have a great day, Charise. So I'm a little bit more direct with my like page people, and that's fine because they've already been watching me. They already kind of like know my deal. They are following me and commenting on these related things where they already know what I'm about. So I'm a little bit more forthcoming with them. And a lot of people just say, that's so nice, thanks for reaching out. Now, something else you can do, and I didn't write this in here, if you don't want to bring up your challenge groups in the first message to a like page new friend, what you can say is something like the first paragraph that I did here. So, I love connecting with people via my whatever page. I love to find out what kinds of posts people want to see on my page. Are there any topics that you would like me to post more about? So people always like getting their opinions asked, right? So they'll be happy to share something like, oh, I really love getting gluten-free recipes, or I love healthy recipes that my kids also can eat, or I love the motivational stuff. It really makes me feel like I can do what you're doing. People write back with that kind of thing. And what that also does is it actually leads you into part of their why, right? Which is step 2 of the 5-step invitation process. So that is great information to file away for later on. You say, thank you, great. Then you start keeping in touch on Facebook with the liking and commenting, and then you go back and say, by the way, I know you were interested in the healthy recipes. Let me ask you, have you ever considered blah, 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 and go from there. So that's another great way. And I'll add it into the document. I should have put it in there for you to reach out to new friends from the like page. Now, this is invites to challenge groups and coaching section. Invites to a challenge group. When inviting a person you know and have built a relationship with. Some examples. Hey, as you know, I'm a fitness coach. I don't know if you've seen my event invitations or if you'd be interested in this, but I'm hosting a fitness group in a few weeks. A small group of us will be working out, eating healthy, and reaching our fitness goals by staying accountable and motivated. Would you be interested in joining us? There's one option. Another, hi, how are you? I remember that we talked about fitness in the past, and I was wondering if you'd be interested in joining a fitness group that I'm hosting online. I will set people up with workout programs based on their goals, meal plans, and help everyone stay motivated and accountable. There are programs for all different types of people and their fitness goals, building muscle, toning up, losing weight, etc. My goal is to help people stay motivated and accountable to reaching their fitness goals. I'm looking for new faces to join my groups. Would you be interested in joining my next one? Now, this is when someone likes or comments on one of your Facebook posts that is specifically related to something about Beachbody. And then you're going to tailor these so it makes sense, with what you posted about. Hey, I noticed that you liked a couple of my fitness photos, including the one about my teammates' progress with 21-Day Fix. Do you have any fitness goals that you are trying to reach yourself, or were you just being super awesome and supporting me? And I always do that with people. Like, I'll just say, thank you so much for liking and commenting. Were you liking because you're interested, or were you liking just to be so supportive? And by the way, I appreciate that so much. You know, so it's like either way, they have an out there, but at least you're putting the conversation on the table for them. For people who you know and have friended but do not respond to you consistently, you can send this after a couple of months. You can send it to initiate a conversation with someone that you knew from the past and you know that they would be interested. Hey, how are you these days? I was just creating a Facebook group for my next fitness challenge and I thought you might be interested in joining us. We're going to be working out, eating healthy, and reaching our fitness goals while staying accountable and motivated. I'll be providing a meal plan with recipes and grocery lists as well. Is this something that you'd like to join? And then there's people, like sometimes you want to reach out to people that you haven't really had a chance to form. You can do that a little bit here and there. Hi, how are you? I'm a health and fitness coach, and right now I'm just sending out a few random invites to my next online fitness accountability group. Would something like that interest you? Hold on, let me check the chat. Oh, okay, that's just showing the old stuff. Sorry, I thought it was showing something new. Okay. When someone stops answering you after you've shared how the groups work, you know, if you're kind of like coming up on the deadline and you had been having a conversation and then it just stopped, you know, when there's only like a couple days left to order, send out something like, hey Mary, what do you think? We're approaching the deadline for the group starting next week. Should I take you off my list? It sounds like you're really ready to make a change and I would love to help. So that's, you know, it's showing some urgency, but you're reminding them that you're there because you'd love to help. It's saying like, should I take you off my list? Sometimes that wakes people up a little bit because they don't really want to fully let go of the thread with you. Invites to becoming a coach. When following up with someone who comments or likes on a post about something that's related to coaching, like if you say coach training is starting soon, or you're talking about something about how coaching has impacted your life. Hey, I noticed you liked my photo about the new coach training that is starting soon. Were you just being awesome and supporting me, or have you ever considered becoming a coach? And you know, I had someone answer something like that just last week who was like, I was just being totally supportive, but you know what, down the road I might think about this. Like sometimes it just gives you a little something, you know, to go back to them with. There's really nothing that people could say that would be a bad response to that. When you are initiating the invite to talk to people about coaching, you want to think about showering them with compliments and confidence. Like you want to kind of pump them up so they feel like this is something they can really consider. So you want to start with complimenting them, ask if they ever thought about coaching, and then tell them why they'd be great on the team. So something like this, hey, I've seen you posting lately and I love how inspiring you are. Or it looks like you're really enjoying your workouts. Or I love how you've been posting about quitting smoking lately. Or I love how you always share motivational quotes. Or I love how you're getting to the gym so often, whatever that thing is. Have you ever considered becoming a coach? I think you would be amazing at turning your already healthy lifestyle, or your already motivating lifestyle, or your efforts to have a healthier lifestyle into a platform to motivate so many more people. It can be that simple. You just popped up on my newsfeed and you look super fit and happy. I hope you don't find this to be weird, but have you ever considered fitness coaching? I think you'd be amazing. And if I could choose someone to be on my team, I would choose you. Like I use something like this with there's someone I haven't talked to like since I was a kid, but I always like and comment on her stuff. She has 2 small children, and I said, you know, you look so happy and healthy, and that's such an accomplishment with 2 small children. You know, like you want them to realize that you really have been paying attention to what they've been doing, and tell them why that's a good thing. Reaching out to someone from the past. Hey, I know this is totally random, but I remember back in college you were always going to the gym and in such great shape. I just have to ask, have you ever considered becoming a coach? I feel like you have the perfect personality to become a coach, and you could really inspire so many people to get fit. Your posts are seriously so inspiring. I love how positive you are. Would you be interested in learning more about becoming a coach? I think you'd be an amazing motivator. This is an example of a private message following up after I've sent people invites for the backstage pass. So we do these every month, so you can use something like this last time. How are you doing? Will you have time to pop into my online event tonight, which is a casual backstage pass into learning about coaching on my team, an elite 2015 team, which means we're one of the top teams in North America, as well as the online health and fitness challenge groups that we run every month. And then again, copy and paste the URL there so that it populates into the private message. If you RSVP is going, you'll receive notifications throughout the 1 hour event tonight at 9 p.m. as I share information and give away prizes. And then here, so another thing that I do besides saving all of the messages that I send people, I save all of my Facebook posts. So like anything that I put up either on my personal page or my like page that gets a really good response, that gets more likes than usual, I have all those in another doc that's like my Beachbody post document. And so I look, like when I want to explain coaching, like for something like this is from a post. I just went through my Beachbody post thing, found something that got really good responses on my like page, and was like, okay, well that explains why I want to share coaching, so I'll copy and paste that right there. So that's another place where you can find scripts, is from your own Facebook posts that you're creating. Here's another thing, follow-ups with people who showed interest a while ago. Hi Deanna, I hope all is well and that your year is off to a great start. It's been a little while since we chatted, so I wanted to check in to see if you still had any interest in doing one of my online health and fitness groups. You can see some of the results from our latest group in my post from last night. So you know how typically a lot of us will take the Saturday quotes from our challenge group and make that a post. So a post like that is great, or showing someone's results, or talking about how great someone else did in your group. Copy and paste the URL. What you do is you just click on the little grayed out date and time area if you don't know how to do that, and then that pulls up that specific post. You copy and paste the URL from the browser at the top, and then you put that in there, because sometimes people just need to see like a quick image, or something else that again just like lends credibility. So I do that a lot. I'll just copy and paste in a link from a post that I thought was really good that I put up, and I put that into follow-ups. And then also, I don't want people to think that I'm not adding value in any other way. So I have an ad that I run on my Facebook like page for $1 a day, which is a 7-day clean eating challenge thing. And on March 2nd, I'm going to be having a 5-star elite coach that I've been getting so many great ideas from, and this woman that I really admire, her name's Abby Walsh. She is going to be guest speaking on our call, and she is going to talk to all of us about how to use email marketing and something like MailChimp, or you can use Google Streak, so there are free ways to do this as well, but to create a freemium where you have a way to give people something. They give you their name and email address, you give them something for free. Or you want to be able to provide value to people who you're still developing a relationship with. This is how you give them something for free. So I have these emails that is a 7-day clean eating challenge, and they're on kind of autoresponder. People get them automatically. But I like it because then I have something to offer people, so they know, like, in case you're not ready to do the online challenge group, I have something I can send you that will just be, free resources for you where I'm providing value. So then I share that with her here as well, because I want her to know that I'm, invested in helping her. Let's see. This is a little out of order. To go back to what you say to someone after they show interest and have given you their why, right? So now we're back to the challenge groups. They say, yeah, I'd like to hear some more. They give you their why. I'm trying to find time for myself. I can't get to the gym like I used to anymore. I have no free time. I want to lose 10 pounds. Then you explain your recommendation. So here's an example of what I would send. And obviously you change out the first paragraph about fitness with whatever program that you're recommending. And you should never be throwing a lot of recommendations at people, by the way. I never offer more than 2, but I really try and offer 1 that I feel really good about. And if you don't feel like you can narrow it down to 1 that you feel strongly about, then you haven't gotten enough information from them about their why. So then you need to keep asking some more questions to get a really more clear picture about their goals. But first, I respond to whatever she said as her why. Thanks for sharing all of the above. You are one busy mama. Isn't it amazing how much we take on as moms? We are seriously super women. To fill you in on how the challenge groups work. Doing a challenge equals fitness workouts plus nutrition plus accountability and support. The program that many people choose to start with to create a strong base for success is 21 Day Fix. It's a nutrition and fitness program that makes losing weight and getting stronger so simple, easy to follow portion control, 30-minute workouts that take the guesswork out of losing weight to help you see results fast, up to 15 pounds in just 21 days. And by the way, guys, you know, in the Coach Online office under sales and marketing, there's a product toolkit for every single program, and it gives you like exact text that you can take, especially the talking points document and the FAQ document. Those are so good under the product toolkit. So if you just have in your personal script thing a little paragraph like this one for each of the programs that you may be recommending, then you just copy and paste them in. Again, it's just super quick and efficient. Then you move on to Shakeology. The nutrition piece is Shakeology. This is a fantastic way to ensure you get a perfect dose of dense nutrition every day as a busy person, and it's something that doesn't involve cooking. Yay, I'm pretty much a health nut when it comes to food for my family. Buy all organic groceries, all healthy foods, etc. And we all, my husband and kids included, drink this every day. It has over 70 superfoods in it. It's made from whole food sources, nothing artificial or synthetic. I give examples of the ingredients. I drink it for breakfast every morning. Here's the benefits for me. The Shakeology recipes are super delicious. You personalize that part. Like, you know, I know for Laura, she talks about how it helped her with her anemia. She talks about how it's helped her with PCOS. So those are things that she'd want to put in there. Whatever it is that it's done for you specifically, you speak to the benefit here in this paragraph. If you're recommending Fix or any of them that come with the portion control containers, then you talk about portion control containers too, because that is part of the nutrition. And then finally, you touch on the accountability support, the actual challenge group, the completely private Facebook group, post a sweaty pic every day, like a private cheering squad. The moms in the group are wonderful. And then, does this sound like something you would enjoy? And so this is typically how I present it. And then if people want a little bit more information, they're asking follow-up questions, I answer them, and then that is typically where I will give them the video for the program itself. I like giving information personally before the video, because sometimes unless you're using the video, they come out with new good videos for the challenge packs that are on promo each month, but then they have a specific price and savings attached to it. So then in the other months, if you don't want to use that and you want to just say, show the PIO preview video, if you lead with that, then sometimes it's a little bit of a hard segue to get into the actual like Shakeology and challenge group itself. Like, you don't want to make it all just about the program. So that's why I start with the whole picture and then kind of go to the video there. Okay, bye, Crystal. So, and then my next one is just an example of what to say when someone says they want to join you after the above message. So if they're like, yeah, that sounds awesome, how much is it? That's usually what they say right at that point. Great, the 21 Day Fix Challenge Pack special deal was actually just extended for the month of February, so it's good timing. The special 21 Day Fix deal is $140 with $2 Super Saver shipping. You don't want to leave out one thing that's included in this price. That gives you, so I'm even saying the shipping there, you know, the special deal on the shipping. That gives you the 30-day supply of Shakeology, which will replace one of your meals per day, all of the 21 Day Fix workout DVDs, a bonus workout, the nutrition program, the color-coded portion control containers, a Shakeology shaker cup, a 30-day free trial of Beachbody On Demand, which streams several hundred workouts and allows you to stream all of the 21 Day Fix online as well, the Fix 8 cookbook with 101 21 Day Fix approved recipes, my personal gift to everyone starting this month. You can do personal gifts like that. You can do like a $10 Amazon gift card or the Fix 8 book, or I don't know, like a $25 gift card to Lululemon or something. You can do special things sometimes if you want to. You just can't give people cash. That would go against compliance. You can't give people money or like a Visa card, but you can give a gift of some nature. So sometimes I do the Fix 8 cookbook and a spot in my February 15th online 30-day challenge group, which is a fantastic community of super supportive moms, as I mentioned. It's a really fantastic deal. I've supported hundreds of women through this now. It always brings amazing results. Having the support and accountability of the group is definitely key. So right here, like, I'm anticipating their objections and throwing it in there to remind them of all the great things. There's also a 30-day money-back guarantee. You always want to mention that. Shakeology even has a bottom of the bag guarantee, so you could do the whole program for a month, drink all of the Shako, decide you aren't happy with your results, and then get your money back if you wanted. So although I know it's always a leap of faith to start something new like this, it's as risk-free as this could be. Does that sound doable? And so I'm not like shoving my link at them right there either. I'm waiting for their response, and then I'm giving them the link and helping them sign up. However, I won't go through this one, but I also put in one more script here because lately I've been talking to several people, because you kind of want to have like a wish list of people that you wish could join your team. Like this year, these are the people I want to try and speak with that I'd love to bring on as coaches. And I like watching people who are already involved in fitness in some way in their career. So I've written out a script of how to explain why it would be a benefit to them to be a Beachbody coach in addition to what they do as fitness professionals. So I threw that in here as well. So sorry, that was so much of me talking, but I hope that was helpful. Does anybody have any questions before I let you go? No? Good. Thumbs up? Yeah. All right. If you think of any questions, post them in the group or private message me, and I will, so let me see who's on this call. So Christy, Michelle, and then Crystal is on as well. So I will private message you guys the link to the stock so you can copy and paste whatever you want. All right. Have a good night, guys. Bye.